Hi, Gemini. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for February 2016. This month, I'm using the Hanson-Roberts deck and laying out a 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you. Please remember to watch your rising sign and your moon signs to gain more insight and information. And some months, they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. This reading is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, Gemini sun, rising, and moon sign. If you would like to get a continuation video that I'm recording after this one is over for using my crystal for your sign for the month of February, please click the link below in the Show More section, or you can go to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, and go to page 4 on my videos page, and there you will find the links for each of your signs to click on to get to the videos for download and purchase for your crystal reading for the month of February. Now on to your reading, Gemini. The first card you have that shows up here today is the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes attending parties, gatherings, and celebrations. This could also be you throwing a party or a gathering. This could also indicate 3 sisters, 3 friends, and it can be a celebratory conclusion to something happening in your life. I do feel that many of you Geminis in this month of February are going to be feeling like, let's party, let's let the good times roll. I'm really picking that up as being your energy or kind of like a theme for many of you in this month of February. I feel some of you are going to start to stylize your hair a little differently or highlight it. I'm getting highlights. I'm also seeing highlighting your eyes. If there's anything you can do to highlight your eyes. Maybe you have glasses and you're going to start to wear contacts. I don't know what it's going to be, but those 2 things were mentioned here. I do feel if you've been not prone to go out and socialize and go out into the world, hobnobbing socially or doing the nightclub scene, or maybe you stay to yourself a lot, I do feel that's going to be changing. I see you starting to socialize more. Towards the end of the month, leading into next, I see you having a lot of opportunity buzz. So opportunity is knocking at your door at the end of the month of February, towards the end of this month. I do feel that it could be a job opportunity or offer, but it could be an offer of something else, like somebody asking you to go on a trip with them, or an opportunity to go stay with someone, or an opportunity that you meet someone new and the opportunity of a relationship door is opening. It just depends on which Gemini you are, but I do see opportunity knocking for many of you at the end of the month of February. I do feel some of you also may be feeling like you want to jumpstart your job or career, and you might start to pile drive something home, they're telling me. So if there's a program you want to see instituted at your work, you may start to push your agendas forward at work. That's what I feel like. Things you want to see changed, or things you want to see happen, or something you personally are trying to get going, even if you don't work. If you have a personal agenda, like I'm determined I'm going to lose 40 pounds, I see whatever it is you pushing forward with your agendas in February. I see a strong push, personal level or work and career level. With you guys, it's really seesawing a lot right at the beginning here of this reading. I hear don't backpedal. When you make a statement, you got to stick to it and move on. They're saying the way to build enemies or negative responses to you is if you say one thing and then you backpedal from it. People will respect you more if you tell it like it is, even if they don't like it, and then keep moving. Don't backpedal, second guess, apologize, none of those things. Keep moving forward from what you have said and stick to your guns. You're going to gain more favor and more respect from those around you, whether it be personally or professionally, if you just stick to your guns and keep moving forward. Some of you may be asked to speak at some kind of function or dinner, because I'm hearing oratory and I'm seeing you stand up and somebody asking you, maybe it's going to be a benefit dinner or a farewell send-off dinner for someone, and you're going to get asked to step up and speak. It could be a roast even, or like a toast at a bride and groom's wedding, or a toast at an anniversary party. But getting up and speaking, and I feel for some of you it's going to be at a dinner. This could be a business dinner. It could be a business function or something like that. But I do see many of you Geminis asking to, stand up and say something on behalf of someone. The next card you have here, Gemini, of the 5 cards, you have the 5 of Rods. And the 5 of Rods to me is a card that symbolizes a struggle. This could be an internal struggle within yourself. It could be a struggle with coworkers, family members, any kind of struggle. 5s usually indicate some kind of conflict or loss in the tarot. I see you frustrated about having to throw something out and start over something again from the beginning, starting something new. Some of you are going to give up the area that you live and will be moving. Some of you are going to do this for health reasons. Some of you, it's going to be for job and or love. But I do see some of you looking at the climate you live in, the natural habitat that's around you. Maybe you have allergies and the area you live gives you a lot of allergies, or it's too dry, or it's too cold, or it's too damp. I don't know, but I see many of you thinking about leaving, thinking about moving. And some of it is to do with the area in which you live. You are going to possibly, Gemini, get embroiled in an heated argument, discussion, or battle. And they are telling me you can sidestep this. But I do feel some Geminis have tempers. We all do. Everyone does. Some signs may be more prone to it than others. But I see you being mad or your anger getting kicked up and you wanting to, how it's very funny that they said in the beginning of the reading that you need to say what you have to say and keep rolling, be honest, and don't backpedal or apologize. But it's funny here, I pick up an argument in this card. So you got to listen to these two together, listen to the whole reading. I don't want to give you duplicitous messages, but I do feel you can sidestep some problems or some things that are going on in this argument if you hold your temper or hold your tongue. Don't, yes, speak the truth to a point, but I would keep what you're saying short and to the point and don't go on and try to keep any, rage down. If you're in an argument at work or whatever, if it's at work or family, try to keep the sharp tongue words out of it. Don't be too critical or don't attack someone personally, even if you're mad about something else or you think they messed it up. Keep it to what the subject is about. Don't get personal is the message here, because you could avoid some problems and some heat and levels of heat in this discussion or argument. So I do feel February is really a positive month for you in many ways. They've talked about it right from the beginning. But I do feel there's a potential to get into cross purposes with some people that you deal with on a regular basis. And like I said, for some of you, this is work related and some of it could be family. See, because I see you feeling tired of this situation and throwing your arms up in the air when you walk away from it. And I don't really feel like anything fully gets resolved. So it's not like I feel like, oh, you're going to walk away from this argument feeling like, well, glad that's over with and things are better. I don't really get the feeling like you're going to feel like much has changed or different. So holding your tongue, holding your temper, saying less, mean what you say, but say less, and don't do any personal attacks on anybody, and you'll be fine. So this is just a transitory thing. Maybe some of you it won't apply to. So that's why it's always good to watch your rising sign, and which is also called your ascendant, and your moon sign, because some of these messages may not totally make sense to you, Geminis. Now, the third card you have of the 5 here for your February Psychic Tarot reading, you have the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes giving charitably and freely and joyously to others. And it can also be you receiving something charitably and freely coming at you, or loans, banking institutions, like things coming through, like, them giving you money in the form of a loan or a grant, or, Social Security or disability payments, or, workman's comp. It could be anything like that. But first and foremost, it's usually you being the generous one giving. I see you staying clear of gossip. I see you putting a lot of focus and energy into what you're doing, pouring energy into something. And I'm hearing all systems go. So I do feel that you are going to have some successes in this month of February, especially if you're working, Gemini. I feel that it's all about your precision and commitment to detail, and your laser focus, and your drive to push something to completion, and also your drive to push something forward, making something go in a forward motion also comes up here through this 6 of Pentacles. Some of you are going to go through a very tranquil, peaceful time where you're going to meet someone that actually will be like a match made in heaven. Now, for some of you, this is love. For most of you, I feel it's love partnership. But for those of you that it's not love, this could be a partnership or a match made in heaven that has to do with if you wanted to have a partner and start a business, or have a partner in tandem with something you're working on or doing. But for many of you, it will be romantic relationship partnership. I almost feel like there's going to be a weekend in the month of February that you're going to feel like you transition from one period of time into another period of time. You may actually feel like time stands still. It seems to occur to me on a weekend, because I'm definitely seeing Saturday and a Sunday together. And I feel that there's something like, you know what? Maybe you're walking through some threshold, Gemini. Like maybe your life felt one way and now you're going to walk through a doorway to a new life, a new way of living, or a new experiences coming to you, because I really feel like I'm transitioning through a time portal. I know that sounds like woo, but it's a very odd feeling. So I do feel there's going to be a very significant weekend for some of you. Maybe some of you are going on a spiritual retreat, or going to some place that is having some spiritual events taking place, or high holy, religious figures and spiritual people being there, and it's going to be moving to you. For some of you, it could be that, but more of you, I feel like, wow, like why I just like moved through time, like I crossed through some cosmic doorway, Gemini. I know that sounds nuts. You can comment that below, feel free. So here's the next card in the reading, which is the Knight of Rods. This is card number 4 of your 5 for February. And the Knight of Rods to me is a Leo male. This would be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Don't be thrown if the messages that come up here with this knight don't make sense to you that he's male. Females can also show up as knights and kings. I feel that you're going to be really getting along in partnership with someone, and communication is going to be really good and key here. And I feel like for some of you, your partner, whether it be work, business, or, new job, new business related, or the partner is love and romance, it's a lot of you, it's going to be connected to whoever this Knight of Rods is. I feel this person is a challenging soul, and I feel like they have really been through a lot. You could say that for most people in the world. I'm sure everybody has their story to tell, but he definitely has one, or she, because I definitely get he or she has been through a lot. I feel like you two are going to be entertaining each other. And you may even invite this Knight of Rods to come visit you or come stay at either your home, or maybe he or she is somebody visiting from another town, state, or country and is visiting your area. Maybe you're going to entertain them by like going out to dinner with them, hosting them in that sense, in a social sense, not necessarily to stay at your actual home, but I do get entertaining, you will be entertaining this Knight of Rods. I do feel that. I do feel that this Knight of Rods is going to be quite captivated by your words, and I feel they are going to be listening very carefully to everything that is said coming from you. I get them really almost like hanging on your words kind of feeling. There will be a sense of a connection feeling going on here. And again, you can feel connected to people that are friends and relatives. It doesn't all have to be love. You can be also connected to people in business. But so it's just going to depend on who this Knight of Rods is for you. Some of you may already know this Knight of Rods and may have known them for a while, but they may be somebody that's in and out of the picture, off and on. And this could be through job, working related sense, or maybe you dated this person already off and on, and they've been in your life and they're out of your life and they're in your life and they're out of your life. It can be like that. But for many of you, I do feel this is a connection, a new connection coming in, and will trigger things in you. Remember when I said I feel like you're crossing through like some time portal, like in from one time frame to go into a new time frame? You may have had a past life connection with this Knight of Rods, and that could be giving you that feeling too, like woo, like deja vu could be coming up here for you with this Knight of Rods. So the last card you have of the 5 cards for this Psychic Tarot reading for February, Gemini, you have the Hermit. And the Hermit is a card to me that symbolizes spiritual guidance, spiritual wisdom, spiritual protection in some cases. So I feel like your spirit guides are showing you the way, lighting the way, which way to go, Gemini. They want to show you the way. Sometimes this card can also symbolize you taking a step back, being the hermit, isolating yourself, or taking a step back and getting a lay of the land and the situation before you proceed forward. I do feel some of you will be receiving some promising dreams and instructions that are actually going to come to you from your guardian angel, your spirit guides, your spirit guide team. I'm just getting instructions. And a lot of you, it's going to be through sleep. I get a marked difference and change in you in February. I get for many of you, you're going to feel like the old you from long ago has returned. So if you're young and you're in your teens or 20s listening to this and you're like, what old me? I'm only 18. I'm only, 17. I'm only 21. Still, it could still be some feeling you had when you were very young that reignites in you, because I get a remembrance of a feeling of feeling this particular way, that you felt this way before, but it was a long time ago. So something significant and energetically changing and turning and rolling in your life is going on in February for many of you Geminis. Some of you are going to be achieving a big milestone in the month of February, or some big marker, some goal you set for yourself, or some big point or marker in time you are achieving. You're achieving something of utmost importance to you for many of you in the month of February. Really, I feel like the energy circles around this the most once you hit the 18th through the end of the month. especially the 20th to the end of the month. Many of you are going to feel like a rebirth of some sort, or a hearkening back to a feeling you had a long time ago. It's going to make you feel young again. Even if you're already young, it's still going to make you feel young again. I do feel many of you Geminis are going to be rescheduling things and returning to programs of strong diet and exercise comes up for many of you, or drastically altering your diet or your exercise program. I do get that as well. Some of you may start to study and train and take some kind of education or classes. And some of you may even be learning to and decide to learn to speak another language, a new language that you don't know. This could be to help you with work, or it could be having to do with somebody you meet. Maybe you meet somebody that's from a foreign country and you're like, I need to learn how to speak that language. You never know, Gemini. Just remember that I said that. You could be taking classes in something else. It may not have anything to do with another language for some of you. For some of you, it could be yoga or Pilates or some kind of instructional physical thing, or, meditation, reading auras, reading chakras, reading energy. It could be those kind of classes. Just know that that also is circling around you for this month of February. So I hope this reading helped you, Gemini. I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, watching, and subscribing to my channel. I truly appreciate that. Please do remember to subscribe. That way, Gemini, you'll get notification when I post my videos on YouTube. If you would like to get the continuation, as soon as I stop this recording, I am going on and recording in my video looking into my crystal for you for February, Gemini. If you would like to get that video, which you can get for download and purchase, please click on the link below in the Show More section, or you can go to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on my videos tab on my menu and go to page 4, and there you will see each link for your crystal reading for your sign for the month of February. Just click on that link and it'll take you to the Vimeo videos page where you can download and purchase it. I'd also like to remind everybody, please, if you have an upcoming appointment with me that you have already scheduled months and months ago, back in May or June, I need you to make your payment for your appointment because I have to cancel those that are unpaid. I will be opening my scheduling calendar back up again in late winter. And when I do, I will be using a different online scheduling system with a different payment where they are all linked together, because I have to go back and forth between PayPal and the scheduling system to see who has paid for their appointment. And I don't want to cancel yours. So please make sure to do that. You can go there. You can do that by going to PayPal. I've taken the PayPal link off my website, but you can go to PayPal, or I can send you a link to make your payment for your reading. So I wish you an absolutely fabulous month of February, Gemini, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.